I am trying to perform the scenario of an I Ching to check whether the vision, so-called vision 2020 will actually materialize in any significant way for this country, India. I am a master in the Chinese wonderful methodology of I Ching, and I am going to do it. Okay, the question is the prospective state of India by 2020, by the vision 2020. I did the I Ching and wrote the hexagram 00 for once, date 24/06/2012. The prospective state of India in 2020 vis-a-vis the vision 2020. My most wonderful discovery, one of the greatest treatises I have come across, one of the most referred to books by me, I Ching. So I am going to check the hexagram. Though I have gone through this thousands of times, as I am highly trained, highly self-trained in not to memorize things, every time I have to look into this as if I see for the first time which hexagram I got. If we are clear about the hexagrams, or rather in my terms, if you are afflicted by our memory, for example, when we do the process of tossing the coins, our awareness about the implications of the already manifested lines might affect our focus of attention. So, which one is that? Which one is that? hexagram number 33. Now the remaining depends upon the power and the speed of the engine of attention to the reflection about the nature of referent realities denoted by the symbolic pictures given to each hexagram. And that is one more reason why I am interested in I Ching, because it is sort of an ultimate training for our intellection, especially thinking, reconceptualization, reflection, incubation, and attention to the invisible and subtle linkages. Of course, that's why I was primarily interested in I Ching. Now I am going to check the implication of the denotations and visible linkages as well as invisible linkages pointed out by the representations of hexagram number 33. It's a very much used book, so almost all the pages are hexagram number 33. This I point out to those who already are masters in I Ching. It is hexagram number 33 in page number 127 in I Ching, or the Book of Changes. I Ching, the Book of Changes, translated by the genius James Legge, published by Bantam Books. So let me go through. Of course, I have gone through this just before this attempt, but the video is not recording. Actually, I am very disappointed. Normally, the conceptual picture given along with the hexagram has to be reflected upon and reconceptualized in order to suit the orbits of linkages of a question. Here, even the very visible, that is the very directly printed, directly given description or indication of the hexagram itself seems to be very frustrating in its real meaning of the hexagram. It is written, the growth of small SMALL and unprincipled men in the state, before whose advance superior men were obliged to retire. What a tragedy. This is the theme, single inverted commas, when small men multiply and increase in power, the necessity of the time requires superior men to withdraw before them. Oh, what a wonder. Seemingly very possibly correct, being aware of the current situations in the government as well as economy, as well as the way corporations and institutions are managed, and media managing the perceptions of people. This I am doing as a master with my detached genuine tuning with the process of I Ching and its linkages with the forces invisible in the universe. And I do this because of some recent discussions with some friends about the Vision 2020. APJ Kalam and the National Declaration of Decade of Innovation 2011-2020 and so on and so forth. As I am also very inspiringly committed to this country, especially because my father worked as a soldier in the Indian National Army with Subhash Chandra Bose, and I was grown up hearing his inspiring talks to myself, and as well as thoroughly educated by him to be inspired about India by personally coaching me in the Vedas and Upanishads. So in genuine concern, with all my attention, I did this I Ching, and I am revealing it to the people of India, not to disturb you, but this is what I Ching revealed to me, and I have the cool confidence and detachment to videotape it and show it to you. But at the same time, the hexagram indicates that I will read out the sentence, next sentence. Yet the auspice, AUSPAC, that means the vicissitude or the prospects of Thun, THUN is the name given to this particular hexagram number 33, is not all bad. Now it is not that bad. Naturally, the central underlying destiny of the country might work also. So it is written, the threatened evil may be arrested to a small extent. So indicated by the current velocity of events and the kind of people and the kind of education which makes people just rot learn ideas and not developing any thinking and creative and innovative competencies. Whatever the hexagram indicated is very possible, probable, and definitely it will be counterbalanced to a small extent. Yeah, there is the sound of the so-called lizard in my office room, and perhaps my genuine intention also is to convey this revelation of the I Ching to the creative, innovative, smart thinking, wonderful young and other critical generation of this country. At least to be psychologically, spiritually, and above all intellectually, by the engines of intellect, to be prepared to manage the panic. In fact, very symbolically, just now, this thing I have been keeping here, I unknowingly hit my hand on this and it fell down. Very surprising. Both of these were laying on this side, this left-hand side, and I was about to turn off the video. Very surprisingly, this fell down and this did not. This I represent the individual, as I have shown symbolically in one or two of my video uploads. This symbolically I keep as the representation of this space location at a larger level called India. Of course, maybe because this is taller, my hand hit unknowingly. But my hands are not a part of my ego. unless I achieved that kind of a gateless gate tuning with the separate reality of my creature, I cannot do a perfect hexagram, a perfect tossing of my hands. Otherwise, it will become the intended tossing. Anybody can toss the coins of I Ching, and anybody will see a hexagram, but it will not be correct. Like anybody can pick up a certain number of conch shells, as you see in the astrologer's table, but it may not be correct. That's why conventionally little children were used to pick up all those things, because they are not biased by an intention of the human ego. So what I am again proposing, is the possible probable correctness of the revelation of the hexagram.